whenever you guys are ready.
You mentioned that was your first live scrimmage. How do you think it went?
About as I expected. I put all the young guys together purposely because I wanted them to have to figure it out or not figure it out, and now we can go teach from film. But I noticed that it got hard, and they were all looking around at each other, and all of them had the same questions essentially. What do we do? And none of them had answers. But the veteran guys did what I expected them to do, which is use their experience. Be able to take away some things that they know are coming and stuff like that. So I was pleased. Got a chance now to go back and watch some film and teach the young guys and show them some of the things that the older guys did to take advantage of them.
What are some things they could learn from a little bit of a butt beating?
That it's hard, and guys not being on the same page makes it even more difficult, especially when you're competing against guys who are more experienced. And they'll go through that a lot this year. They'll go out there for the first time in November at some point, and it'll be real. And there'll be guys on the other team who undoubtedly will have much more experience than they will. And again, that's why this time of year and this trip and being able to do this is so important for this group.
Nearly halfway through these practices now, how are you feeling about the progression of your guys?
I feel good. I was, wasn't worried, but I was thinking it would take much longer than it has. I've seen some guys in just 2 weeks make some really, really big strides. But first, it's a matter of getting their bodies in great shape. A lot of these guys have never been in the type of shape we're asking them to be in because they've been able to just rely on their athletic ability to be better than the other guys. Where now, they're not more athletically talented than anybody. Even our least talented athletically guys are still ahead of them because they understand what's going on. So now that they're getting their bodies in shape, they just have to learn the system, continue to grow that way.
Wendy mentioned how he asked the equipment people, like, is this what I looked like as a freshman when he saw the people on the other team, the newcomers? What's it like for you just to see the people like Wendy and Cam and Thomas kind of grow from when they were freshmen?
Well, it's awesome. I purposely sit out a lot of those scrimmage segments so I can watch how they interact with each other. And I put the older guys, I put them all together, but I did put them down 8 points with 4 minutes to go and gave the other team the ball. So there was a little bit of a challenge element on their side. And you could see that those guys kind of banded together and had a game plan how they wanted to attack. So to see that growth gives me great optimism that those are the type of leadership guys that we need to help this team get where we want to go.
You had another new face out there in Luke. How did that come to be?
Luke's a kid who's kind of expressed interest in being around here for quite some time. We weren't sure early in the spring what we were going to do with a potential walk-on, and he stayed pretty diligent about wanting to come. And I think he's got great pride. His parents went to school here and are big fans of the program, and he's certainly somebody that we hope can continue to help us, if nothing else, in practice as we get better. But as he gets in shape, this is his second day, and he's probably glad none of you guys were here on Sunday on his first day because it was epically bad. So, we look forward to seeing how he can help. A guy that can grow and develop into an important piece of our team as we develop.
The last couple of years, you guys have just had Trey as a walk-on. Is that an area you think you'll add to as time progresses?
Yeah, I think it's important that you have guys like Trey Reeves or Luke who really care about the program in those roles and understand that it's not really about them, but the opportunity means a lot to them and their families. And there's nobody in our program that has more pride about being out here and putting on that uniform every game than Trey Reeves. We talk about his relentless effort in practice, and he probably has the least amount of athletic talent of anybody in the gym every day. But you can never tell that he feels any less or that he's discouraged by anything. He just goes out there and competes as hard as he possibly can because it means a lot to him to be a part of the program.
With you getting closer to the halfway point of these European tour practices, what's the main thing you want to focus on coming up?
Well, we want to keep it simple, but we would like to see our guys continue to progress with understanding the core principles of what we're doing, both offensively and defensively. We're not going to be overly complicated as we go and play these games. We're not going to do a ton of scouting or anything like that. Those would just be opportunities to play and see kind of where we are as a group. So I want these guys to enjoy it. This is supposed to be fun and an experience that these guys will remember, so I don't want to take that away by making it about like we're going to go over there and win a EuroLeague championship or something. But I do want to prepare, and I do want to take advantage of the opportunity we have for these young guys to come along and be more prepared on October 1st than they normally would be because we've had this opportunity.
Are you seeing some strong leadership qualities at Isaac? He seems to really be able to rally the younger group a little bit.
Yeah, he's the one guy who embraces that. It's hard a lot of times for young guys to want that because, hey, they don't understand that it's important. He's a winner. He's won a state championship in high school, and we try to identify guys who won in high school because they have an understanding of what it takes. And when things get hard, they don't necessarily shy away because they've been through some hard moments before and getting to those pinnacle moments in their lives before. So he's a guy we certainly look forward to having evolve as a leader. And leadership doesn't have an age. I guess I'm probably an example of that. And I try to tell our guys that just because you're a freshman doesn't mean you can't speak. Now, you need to know what you're talking about, and you have to do before you can tell. But he's a guy I certainly expect at some point to be a big-time leader for us.
Was that surprising for you at all, or did you kind of know through his recruitment that he was going to be a leader?
I really kind of had an inkling for that when he was being recruited. Just you talk to him, he's very engaging. He's very aware. Again, he's been around programs where winning is important. Wasn't just roll the balls out and go play and try to get as many points. He's a guy who kind of does a little bit of everything. He's got a kind of an unorthodox body. He's got, I think, a 6'11" wingspan and 11-inch hands. So for a guard, it's kind of ridiculous, really. But he's a guy with those attributes, really embraces the vocal part of the game, and being a point guard and somebody who will handle the ball and make a lot of plays is really important for us.
You've talked about Thomas developing as a leader, but physically he's in great shape this year. Is that just part of the natural maturity for a guy like that, or is that something different in his case?
No, I mean, that's certainly a part of the natural maturity and growth from being 18 when he got here to probably almost 21 now. And a guy who really cares about being his best because it doesn't happen if you don't put work in. We all get older. We don't always all continue to get in better shape. So he's put in great work with Jake Manselman, our strength coach, and he's been really conscious of the way he eats because a lot of times it's both. You can't just go lift weights and eat double cheeseburgers all the time, right? You got to balance that with making sure that you're putting the right things in your body so you can come out here and really perform your best physically.